Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Tom. I'm a full-time eBay reseller and a stay-at-home dad for my 6 children. And yesterday, me and the girls went to some thrift stores. We bought this door that I'm going to use as a backdrop for some pictures. And let's hit that footage and then we'll come right back in and look at what sold over the last couple of days. It's 2 days worth of sales. I had a $400 day followed up by a $30 day. So that was fantastic. Not that I'm having problems with the inconsistency that eBay provides. Let's roll that beautiful thrift footage. Hey, welcome back to Mud Pop Thrift. My name's Tom. I'm a full-time eBay reseller and a stay-at-home dad for Evelyn and her baby sister. And I'm sitting in Canopy. And 4 brothers. And we are at Helping Hands Thrift Store, Chillicothe, Illinois, and we're gonna see if we can find anything to flip. Howard Miller is a really good name brand, and this is $2. So I suspect it's probably pretty good if it's not gonna fall apart into ruby. These shoes are fantastic. Kangaroos, made in Korea vintage, but they are dry rotted. So if you find those on the shelf, do you take them to the people who run the thrift store, or do you just leave them on the shelf? I'm a little bit on the fence. I'll probably just leave them there. It's pretty obvious once you pick them up that the soles are not supple enough to bend. Oh, this is, I think his name's Antonio. He's the guy who gets his special power in Encanto when Mirabelle didn't get her power and then her little cousin does. I think Antonio gets his gift today. Look at this. How about Dude Perfect merch hat snapback on the classics. If that won't sell, it'll stay at my house. $2. We got some decent hats here. Titleist can be good if they're. This one has Coyote Creek, which is a local golf course on it. There's a lot of Caterpillar hats. Dry fly fishing, New Zealand. That's a weird one. That's cool looking. Cat 3208 silver anniversary. It's a weird vintage silver snapback. Let me just throw everything all over the floor. $2. This says Wrigley Field 1998. It has a couple of holes in the front of it, or at least snags. Still large. Oh yeah, it's got a big back hit. So we're definitely gonna get it. So this is cool. Pearl Snap, heavy flannel, but it's a cut tag, so I don't know what size or brand or nothing about it, but it's a cool piece. Ooh, how about a Logo Athletics Dallas Cowboys windbreaker? That's pretty cool. How about LL Bean chamois? For $2.50, I think that's worth getting. So this is a pretty good piece. Illinois State, just real plain champion. But I think my wife would probably wear that on like Spirit Days. Because that is her alma mater. These definitely do well, especially in lots. So 2, I mean, I'll be $1 into them. They'll probably be 12. So nothing fantastic, but not bad. Not a bad day at the thrift store. Let's look at what sold. Okay, so the other day I went to a high bid auction. I won some stuff on a high bid auction, and it was like just a whole bunch of random stuff. I spent a lot of money and got a lot of product, but it's all low rent stuff and I knew that. I was thinking it would be fodder for Whatnot, but I haven't really been on that Whatnot train in a while. But these little porcelain mom and pop heads, little tiny ones, were some of the stuff in a box that I paid $2.50 for but it was like, you know, 40 items in this little box. And these sold for $10.50 free shipping. I have them wadded up in a ball of paper just so that they don't clang together and they don't get lost because they're so small. Last Kids on Earth, apocalyptic children's literature. The problem with this is I paid 50 cents a book. Actually, I think these were bound together like with a rubber band and had a lower price than 50 cents a book on them. But the first page of this one, the first couple of pages are all screwed up. It doesn't get into where like that's the end of the damage, but it feels like it's like a factory defect thing. And then you get into the actual book and it's really nice condition. The rest are all virtually mint and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But still, even with that first one being badly damaged, these sold for $18 free shipping. And they'll ship media. This is another high bid auction thing. It was at the live auction. I put in an absentee bid. It doesn't matter. I didn't pay much for this shirt. Skull Bandits, 1983. This is an old Ringer t-shirt. And this came in a box of vintage t-shirts that I won at an auction. But it's probably been a year ago. Screen Stars is a good tag. Medium is a very small shirt in a Screen Stars tag. Sold for $12.99 plus shipping, but I got nothing into it. Minecraft. I had this in a box with a place or the Xbox that we'll see in a minute, and it was worth listing by itself, so I didn't bundle it in with the Xbox. It sold for $14.94 free shipping. I did test it. It does work. Minecraft, not a bad game. I'm not even gonna go get it. It's sitting right there. But the other day we went to Goodwill and I picked up 2 different VCR combos. One is shipped and gone, and the other one, and it sold in 1 day. This one sold in 2. Sony, I paid $7 for it. Brought it home, tested it, and it sold for $60 free shipping. But they didn't have remotes. And I want them to sell quick. I don't want them to. I've got some that I priced high and they sit forever. That Magnavox one I listed for $75 and it sold really quick. If you had a remote with it and wanted to wait 5 or 6 weeks, you could probably get $110 out of that damn thing. Mrs. Mod and Pop Thrift picked up this shirt. It's got a like wraparound print of Mickey Mouse skateboarding. I don't think it's dated. It does have the Walt Disney Company Sherry. Yeah, so it wouldn't have a date. Just says rad. Cool shirt. Definitely early 90s, just looking at it. This person that buys vintage kids clothes off of me quite a bit. Paid $6 for this Schrade knife, $14.70. Yeah. 1470T Schrade. Nice knife. Schrade is a good brand if you can find them cheap. It's not like it's Case, but it's a good knife. And this sold for, so I had it listed for $39, which I felt like was a little bit high. Sent out a 10% offer, which would be $4.35, and somebody came back at $20, and I came back at $33. He came back at $28 and I declined. No, I came back at $32 and he came back at $28 and I declined. And he messaged me and said, hey, I would do $32 if you want, if that's still available. So I added or best offer to that listing, which normally I have or best offers available anyway, but this one I didn't. So I said, hey, send me the offer and I'll accept it. That's and so he paid, and that sold for $32 free shipping, and we paid $6 for it. I paid $4 for this guitar at Goodwill probably 2 years ago. I had no intention of it. I bought it to sell, and then I was like, that's really neat, and I didn't want to sell it, and then I was like, you know what? I should sell it because it's going to just rot away into nothing, and it's 4-string guitar. 4-string guitar. It's a tenor guitar. And I'd never make you see it, but maybe back there you can tell on that piece of plywood there's some writing. And what it says is Richard, or whatever the name brand is, August 1937. And so I didn't realize that when I bought the guitar. I think Goodwill thought it was either decorative or a kid's guitar, and didn't realize that it was a real tenor guitar. I listed it for $225, and after about a week I took a $190 offer. It's not, I mean, it's cracked here. It's what's called bellied a little bit here. Like this is pooched up. It's got a belly. It's bellied a little bit. The neck's nice and straight, so that's a plus. But that sold for $190 and is shipping to Missouri, which is not very far from Central Illinois. This, I bought a bunch of these life vest things and beach balls on Walmart clearance like 2 years ago. And I sold 2 of the beach balls right away for like $14 for the 2-pack. And I have 80 of them. And then I sold the next 2 the other day. And I think I didn't make a what sold on that day, because the what solds take forever to edit. And I should be packing this stuff right now. Instead, I'm talking to you guys about it. So it just holds me up a lot. So I'm skipping a little bit on the what solds because it's slowing me down, bogging thing, getting wrenches in the gears. Anyway, so this I picked up a bunch of these for like $1 a piece, and a bunch of the beach balls for $1/4 a piece. And they're not selling like I thought they would. I think this might be the very first one to sell after 2 years. $7 plus shipping. This VHS tape, horror VHS, sells. This eventually, look how awful that is. Did eventually sell for $10, free shipping. Don't buy Build-A-Bears unless you comp them, and the sell-through rate's amazing. Build-A-Bears, unless they're like IP characters, Mario characters or something, Pokemon. These are just bears. This one is a Thin Mint bear, and this one is a Samoa bear, I think. So they're Girl Scout. They don't smell like cookies. Cookie flavors. And they were so worthless. I got them in the store buyout, so I have maybe $1 into them. They're so worthless that I ended up listing them for $7 free shipping, or $7 plus shipping, and took an offer of 10% off, $6.30. So bear characters of Build-A-Bear are not worth messing with at all. Almost ever. I mean, if you find one, there are some, I want to say like Pride or Valentine's, there are some that have special patterns that are only available for a limited time that can do well. I don't need to pick this up. It is not an Xbox One with a terabyte in it. It is a Xbox 360 with no hard drive at all in it. And it sold in a day for $70 free shipping. I paid $30 for it at a garage sale. And when I got home, I was like, wow, that wasn't a good buy. And I let it sit for 2 years. And then the other day I was like, I should sell this thing. It's a working Xbox. So I tested it again just to make sure it was still listed. It was still working. It had a handful of games. One I included with it. One didn't work at all because it was scratched. And then 3 I listed individually, one of which was the Minecraft. And so that's everything. Everything that's sold today. So we got to see some thrifting. We got to see some what solds. Thanks for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, following, clicking the bell, going down into the links, checking out the things. My eBay store, Mercari. I have a reference code for whatnot. I have a reference code for whatnot. And I have another channel that you can check out. Thanks for all you do. We'll see you on the next one, guys.